Some DJs are even. But here's a little something about my DJ.
To the Batmobile. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to this edition of Soultalk 88.9, a show uniquely designed to showcase Edinboro University of Pennsylvania alumni. I am your host, DJ Silky Shoes, along with my co-host, Karen Davis-Hopkins. And we have a very special show lined up for you this evening. So check it out. We call this first segment, Listen Up. It's the talk of the town, Soul Talk Radio 88.9. Soul Flight 88. It's the talk of the town, Soul Talk Radio 88.9.
We're talking to Dr. Christopher Spann, an alumni that graduated in 1984, majoring in pre-law history and a minor in political science. Chris Spann would like to welcome you to the show. Also, I got my special co-host who is filling in for Karen Davis, Miss Angela Furcron, very special guest. So, welcome to the show.
Yes, I'm well. How are you?
Cool. Long time.
Very long time.
Yeah, and before we get into any questions, I got to say this. Chris Spann was my very first roommate when I went to Edinboro. I mean, we were in the Equanon program that summer of, I think it was 80 or something like that.
1980.
1980. That was my very first roommate. Man, we go back. What memories? I'm telling you.
Remember, we were in a band together.
Exactly. Yep. You played the bass?
You were on guitar, I was on bass.
Exactly. Wow, man. Oh, man, I'm just tripping. Okay, so let me see. Tell us briefly, Doc, about what did you do immediately after graduating from Edinboro or leaving school after graduation? What did you do after that?
I actually, what did I do? I worked. Wow.
You hooked back to Pittsburgh, right?
Believe it or not, I worked at AM PM convenience store. Wow. Yeah, I was working the 11 to 7 shift, selling hot dogs and pop and all that good stuff. And I had a customer come in one day. Says, you know something, you have a degree, don't you? I said, yes, sir, I do. He said, why are you here? I put my head down, and he said, get out of here. I said, yes, sir. Listen, I was paying the bills, but hey. You know.
Well, so what made you choose that particular major or whatever?
Pre-law. I wanted to be a lawyer. In fact, my goal was to become a Supreme Court justice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was my goal. I wanted to become a professional baseball player and a Supreme Court justice.
Wow, see, I never knew that, man. Wow, see, you learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow. Okay. All right. So, Angela, is there anything that, you want to ask Mr. Dr. Spann? I keep saying, I want to say Mr. Spann, Dr. Spann.
Awesome.
I'm telling you.
What special memories come to mind when you think about your Edinboro experience?
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Let's see. Act 101, the Furcrons, dorm living, snow, believe it or not. I hate it, but snow.
Yeah, plenty.
The friendships, the growing up. Wow. I don't know. There's so many. Edinboro was a very special 4 years for me.
Yeah. So I take it you enjoyed it, right?
Oh, I had a ball. In fact, I tell people to this day they should make their kids stay in the dorm. I try to encourage people to go to Edinboro University. I'm actually a very open and engaging person when it comes to talk about, the benefits of Edinboro for kids, black and white. Doesn't matter. I tell them it's a very rewarding experience. I tell them the strong do survive if you go to Edinboro.
Right.
Especially when it comes to the weather.
Exactly. Now, how did your Edinboro experiences help you in life after college? How do you feel it helped you?
It actually gave me a foundation to be me. When I went up to Edinboro, I was very I was struggling as a person, and that probably showed during my first year. But afterwards, I actually found that I was a very interesting person, and it allowed me to the beginning of developing who I am now.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
I just a real good example was when my junior year, when I joined student government. That really taught me a lot about being out in front of the public. And so, yeah, it helped me to where I'm at now.
Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. And so, have you maintained any Edinboro friendships over the years, and why and with whom? I'm not the most consistent person. Would be with Panchita Robinson. Okay.
Her not about maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And I bumped into Mark Magic Man Chapman a couple of times. I see Gracie, Grace Jones. And so, yeah, I don't stay consistent, as friendships go. But, it's good to know that there's people I can call up and say, hey, what's going on,
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool, man. That's real cool.
Did you stay within your chosen major as a career, or did you choose another career path, and why?
The honest question is, divine intervention took me from law to therapy. And I do say it was divine intervention. In fact, I used to always tell people that the social work majors at Edinboro, I used to laugh at. I said, you all be poor, you'll be on welfare, you need to come work for me in my law office, I'll give you a job. And when I became a therapist, I bumped into those same people. They say, what you doing? I said, none of your business. And I walk away and I dogged them out, But yeah, it was divine intervention to put me as a therapist.
Okay, cool. Well, you know what? We're going to take a commercial break right about here, and we'll follow up with some more questions right after these messages.
Show up and show out Friday, October 4th from 4 to 4:30 p.m. as Greeks from all generations stroll the campus of Edinboro to show solidarity and unity. Join the Alphas, Qs, Sigmas, Kappas, the AKAs, Deltas, Zetas, and Gammas as they proudly adorn their colors, shields, and canes. Let's show the campus what is missing. Sponsored by the African American Alumni Reunion Committee.
Join us for lunch with the Edinboro University president Saturday, October 5th on the green space located in front of the Deep Bowl Center, immediately following the parade and before the homecoming Fighting Scots football game. And come meet Edinboro's first female president. This message is sponsored by the African American Alumni Reunion Committee. If you want to party with the old school and the new school, guess what? There's a black and white affair Saturday, October 5th from 8 to 2 p.m. So make sure you have your dancing shoes on at the Avalon Hotel and Conference Center in the Niagara Ballroom and Billy's Lounge, located at 16th West and 10th Street in Erie, Pennsylvania. Alumni will be representing from all across the country. It's going to be a funky good time. And did I mention it's grown and sexy attire? This message is sponsored by the African American EUP Reunion Committee. It's the talk of the town, Soul Talk Radio 88.9.
Okay, we're back. We're back with Dr. Chris Spann, and the next question is, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the words Van Houten Dining Hall?
Oh my goodness. Yuck. That place caused me to buy a refrigerator. Wow. I ate there for 4 years, but oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie. My best meal was breakfast. I love those powdered eggs and the Spam sandwiches. Everything else was. I hated Fridays because it was the fake fish, and I hated fish, and so Friday was the day I saved up my money and got pizza.
Yeah, and I think Domino's was dominating pizza delivery service.
Domino's and John Wildwood's Pizzeria. I just love steak.
Yeah. Now, did you ever go to Fong Wong's?
No, in my 4 years, I never made the Phong Wongs.
Oh, okay.
Never.
It wasn't everybody. It wasn't on everybody's palate or whatever, So.
To go there actually for Friday night dinners.
Oh yeah.
As a family.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't even know they served dinner.
My favorite off-campus meal that I could travel to was actually Uncle Charlie's.
Okay.
Whenever I was dating somebody, that was a date. I think
Uncle Charlie's
down to the Borough Theater.
Okay. I think my very first restaurant was Perkins. Me and my family, when we first came up there to view the campus, we stopped at Perkins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, that's another question. Chris, what were your first thoughts when you first got dropped off at Edinburgh for good? It's like, hey, you're going to be here for a minute. What was your thoughts?
Well, I always tell folks, if people remember me, I was dressed, a certain way. I had my hat on.
Yep.
My holster on.
Yep, I remember that.
And I saw a car, and I said, what the fuck? And so the next day when I got up and I opened my window, took a whiff of the manure, I started thinking that, okay, because a lot of people don't understand how I chose Edinburgh.
Yeah.
What I did was I had applied. I went to Cheney University when I first got out of school.
Okay.
From high school, and that lasted for 2 weeks because I was part of that time when Cheney was really doing things wrong, and they had embezzled my financial aid, so I couldn't stay there. So I for a year, I worked at Kaufman's, and now called Macy's, and I don't know, I guess it's called Macy's now.
Yeah.
And I applied to West Virginia University, Arizona State. I wanted to play baseball. Well, Arizona didn't respond back, and West Virginia said I wasn't a legacy, so I couldn't go there. So I took a map and literally put it on the wall and threw a dart at it.
Oh, wow.
And it landed at Edinburgh. I said, Edinburgh, where the heck is that? And I applied, and I was accepted. And I remember the letter I got from Jerry Jackson.
Wow, man. Wow.
I picked Edinburgh. I went to Edinburgh sight unseen.
Okay. How did you get involved in the Act One? Oh, no. I wanted to know, what dorm did you stay in?
The first dorm was Schaefer.
Okay.
I mean, separate Act One from we were in Towers, but when the regular school year, I was in Schaefer.
Okay. And I remember one of the significant memories that I remember you playing the bass on the back of the deck on the student union. Yeah. I still see that thought in my mind today.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, wow, man.
I have to let people know I have actually accelerated my bass playing now, where it's like I have, before I had, that was a second-hand bass.
Yeah.
And now I'm 3 electric basses, and I actually have been... I've been on several praise teams around the city of Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow.
And yes, I know how to read music now too.
Oh wow, man!
Come a long way, yeah.
You might have to perform when you come up to homecoming.
I might just do that.
Yeah, we have to put you on the program.
I might get the band back together.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that'd be lovely. And I want the original band, because the original band was 4 members, and we were doing good. And we let the other guys get involved. That's when we kind of fell apart. That's where I'm from.
Yep, exactly. I still do a little something myself. I got a couple songs I threw up on Facebook.
Well, I keep saying the next time I come down that way, I told you I was going to bring my bass so we can hook up and do something. Just that every time I'm down there, you're not.
Yeah, well, I went to Capitol Jazz Festival this year, but I don't think you went this year, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't make it. I'll be back next year.
Okay, and it was awesome. It was off the chain.
In fact, to be honest with you, the first time I went to the Capitol Jazz Festival, I remember they used to have the talent shows at Edinburgh, and there's a guy named Daryl Huggins who's a bass player also. Mm-hmm. And one day we were supposed to get together for the talent show and do dueling basses. The last minute he says, nah, nobody will ever like it.
Yeah.
The first time I went to the Capitol Jazz Festival, they had Stanley Clark, Marcus Miller, and Victor Wooten together doing bass. I was like, that's my concept. You guys stole my concept.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I called it Daryl. I said, hey, man, let me tell you about SUV, and SVU, whatever it's called. He said, yeah, that's our concept. I said, we thought it would never take off.
Yep. That was the Thunder Tour. I saw that show up in Philly, yeah.
Yeah, that could have been us.
Yep.
I've been making all that money, but oh well.
Exactly. We're almost coming to the end here, but there's a couple more questions we'd like to ask you.
Sure.
Of course, when I say I'm gonna do word association. When I say the word fake lake, what comes to mind?
Frozen walks.
Okay. Okay. When I say the word WFSC FM 88 radio, what comes to mind?
Mark Chapman.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to think. Man, I'm at a loss for words right now. Let me think. There was something I wanted to say, and I didn't think about it before you came on the show. Let me think. Yes, this is crazy, but I'm going to ask it. When I say the word, now this song was written by Luther Vandross, and he called it Creep Creep. Now, it was a word that was associated with a lot of folks up in Edinburgh, you know, and when I throw this word at you, creeping, what comes to mind? Are you a creeper or creepy? Or both?
Well, let me put it this way. When you say that, I think of numerous trips across the campus. I'm going to say.
You're going to keep it PG? Okay. Need to know basis. I got you.
Yeah. They know who they are, but that's okay.
And so what do you think about my lovely co-host here, Miss Angela Furcroft?
You know, we have watched that young lady grow up into the wonderful, beautiful woman she is today. Miss her mom, her dad. I wish there's some way I could stay in more constant touch with them. They were great mentors, parents, friends, whatever we need them to be. And it is so good that, you know, she is who she is today, and I'm so glad to be hearing from her.
Yeah.
I love her pictures on Facebook.
Beautiful.
You know.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
You know, I do laugh about how my brother tried to date her and her dad tried to.
Oh yeah.
The other day when Silco told me you were going to be on the call, I remember when your brother came to visit and you were trying to hook us up.
I didn't know that.
I was not trying. No, remember, Dr. Furcroft was a big man. I was not trying to get killed by his dad. That was all my brother. Okay, that was all my brother.
See, learn something new every day. Because
that was not me. I tried to warn her. I said, man, Angela, her dad will shoot you, man.
Yeah.
He go buy one.
Exactly. It's like you better walk past her with blinders on.
And a lot of people did.
Yes, including me.
Yeah, Angela is off limits to the world. And now that I have a daughter, I understand that too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and that's another thing I want to get into. I want to ask you about Lifeboat Ministries as well before we wrap up everything. And I also want to ask you about you recently. I did a news story on you about how you adopted your son or whatever. I want to get into that. But I want to ask you just off the wall kind of question. You maintain your individuality. You never pledged anything. Is there a reason why?
Yeah, because I like my individuality. I don't like belonging to a group. I like to stand out on my own.
Oh, okay.
And plus, and on the sidebar, I don't like to pay people money to beat my behind.
That's a good point.
Life does it for free. Why should I pay you to beat my behind for 9 weeks just go over to burning sand? Sorry, you know.
At least you're honest, huh?
Hey, I'm serious.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Angela, anything you would like to ask Mr. Spann, Dr. Spann, before we let him?
Well, I wanted to ask him just about, his wife and his kids,
Okay.
When did he get married? I mean, I was at the wedding, so I kind of know, but, and thank you so much, Chris, for your kind words about my family. Thank you so much. You were like a big brother to me growing up, so thank you so much for just your role in my life. But thank you. But just tell us a little bit about when you got married, how many kids you have, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I am now coming out of my third marriage, unfortunately. for somebody who does marital counseling, for some reason it doesn't seem to work. Therapist. But my daughter was actually born in March of the year after I graduated. And she is married. She's going to make me a grandfather in August.
Wow, okay. Congratulations.
I'm running around trying to figure out when I'm going to buy my granddaughter if she comes out. My son, I adopted him. I'm a single parent. I adopted him in April. He's 11 years old. We have bonded. In fact, people say we look alike. I'm like, oh boy.
Wow.
You know, he's very spunky, and it's different raising a boy than a girl. Actually, I think it's a little bit harder to raise a boy.
Wow.
I've actually found it was easier to raise my daughter.
Yeah.
So it's been, you know, and I'm currently, I have not given up on marriage yet.
Yeah.
I will try it one more time probably.
Yeah.
But I think this time I'm going to actually be a lot more patient than I was the first three.
I gotcha.
You know, I've learned a lot, and, you know, and I recognize I am a good husband. Just I keep picking the wrong woman, but that's a whole seminar on relationships, which, you know, maybe one day they'll let me put that in Bro do it. I do seminars.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah. I mean, you know, to keep it in. I mean, you know, we got professionals that went to Edinburgh that are doing stuff that help us out in our daily lives. So that's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've actually written some theories in social work that a lot of other people are actually like, you know, wow, like I have a theory on relapse in regard to addiction that other people said, well, that makes sense. We've never heard that before. I said, yeah, after research and, you know, observing for the past 27 years as a therapist, you know, I have some different theories that, you know, that I'm actually writing a book right now on relapse and recovery.
Okay, well, you got to keep us posted on that because we'll definitely promote it and put it out there and let the Edinburgh nation know about it and, you know, and support it, you know. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing this, you know, just try to get the word out.
In probably about a year, you'll be able to actually go online to pick up a copy of my dissertation. My doctorate was the internet effect upon sexual addiction and relapse.
Oh, okay. Wow. Pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty deep. Man, okay, so, wow, okay, I feel like, man, I learned a lot about you, you know, in this hour here. Man, you definitely brought me up to speed on what's going on in your life. So, what would you like our listening audience to know about Lifeboat Ministries?
Well, Lifeboat Ministries is my private practice. I've been doing it now for about 15 years. It involves addiction, counseling, and when I say addiction, it's not just drugs and alcohol, it's sexual addiction, eating disorders. I also handle mental health cases. I work primarily with youth and families.
Okay.
I do marital counseling. I do health and nutritional counseling also. I do seminars. I do assessments, presentations. And also I've started a mentoring program. And I'm getting ready to bring in a partner to expand the services that include notary. We have a website. It's called lifeboatministriesite.org. It's all one word together. The email is lifeboatministries@comcast.net.
Okay.
And they go on the website. They'll find out a lot more about what I do. The goal is to, like I said, I'm in private practice now, but hopefully the goal is to get some funding where I can actually start hiring some people to expand my mentoring program. And the mentoring program, how it operates is it's $10 a month per child, and that provides all the services for the children, and that involves groups, individual counseling for the children, and I will go to court to help children. Because most of the clients I have, the children, usually it's the parents who kind of like messed them over.
Yeah.
The children have developed some very unhealthy defenses to protect themselves. But that's what I do, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it was divine intervention that got me into it because like I said, my goal was to be a lawyer and come to support justice. But, now I'm a therapist and I love it.
All right, cool. So, my last question is, for those Edinburgh seniors that are about to graduate or leave school prematurely, what advice would you give to those people?
Wow. It's going to be rough, but find your niche. Just go with the flow. Try to find the right stream to swim in and stick with it. Don't give up on yourself. You have a degree. The degree is the key to, who you are and what you're about. Like I said, my degree was pre-law, but I'm a therapist now. Mm-hmm. So don't limit yourself. You might get out there and find that, the 4 years you spent doing X, Y, Z, you probably want to do A, B, and C. So just, you've made it this far. This is just the beginning.
Gotcha. Well, folks, I'd like to thank my very special guest, Dr. Christopher Spann, for spending some time with us here in the studio. I'd like to thank my co-host, Angela Furcron, for filling in with Karen Davis. And I had a great time with you guys, and look forward to doing it again.
You're listening to Soultalk 88.9.
Soul Flight Network News.
Welcome to this edition of Soul Flight Network News, brought to you by the African American EUP Alumni Reunion. We congratulate the women of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated on their centennial celebration, taking place in the nation's capital this weekend. More importantly, we wish the representatives from Edinburgh University safe travels. Congratulations also goes out to Ralph Howard for reaching another milestone in his life by successfully becoming a Mason. Also in the news, a proud father, EUP alumni Cleet Collins gives his pride and joy, his daughter, to the man of her life. From eyewitness accounts, it was a marriage ceremony fit for a princess. Another milestone in the news, EUP alumni Dwayne Gazai White went back home to celebrate his 1-year wedding anniversary. We also would like to recognize the birthdays of 2 EUP alumni, Miss Tina Turk of Georgia, congratulations, and Mr. Thomas Bubba Lee of Pittsburgh, also congratulations to you. And this just in, the African American Alumni Association has just secured DJ Pistol Pete to be one of 2 DJs for the Black and White Affair hosted at the Avalon Hotel and Conference Center. This has been your EUP News Network. If you have news that you would like to share with the EUP community, then hit me up at silkheartpro@aol.com. Once again, that's silkheartpro@aol.com. It's the talk of the town, Soul Talk Radio 88.9. You're back in the saddle with DJ Silky Shoes, and coming to you one more time, we're in the spotlight. But first of all, I'd like to thank my very special guest, Dr. Christopher Spann, for coming in on the show and sharing some of his knowledge. Definitely, we go way, way back. And I also like to thank my very special guest, Angela Furcron, for filling in for Karen Davis-Hopkins. Let's give her a hand. All right. Now this next song coming up is tailor-made. You heard them last week, and they got a new one called Hit Me Up. It's an instrumental. Check it out.
Sugar.
You want to party with the old school and the new school? Guess what? There's a black and white affair Saturday, October 5th from 8 to 2 p.m. So make sure you have your dancing shoes on at the Avalon Hotel and Conference Center in the Niagara Ballroom and Billy's Lounge, located at 16th West and 10th Street in Erie, Pennsylvania. Alumni will be representing from all across the country. It's going to be a funky good time. And did I mention it's grown and sexy attire? This message is sponsored by the African American EUP Reunion Committee. It's the talk of the town, Soul Talk Radio 88.9. This is DJ Silky Shoes, and I'd like to say thank you to all the Facebook members that wish me congratulations on 25 years in my career field. I'd like to thank you all for that. And, I had a real good day today. So, I'm happy about that. Anyway, we are here in this segment called What the Fur Crowns Meant to Me. And check it out.
Hi, this is Dr. Christopher Spann, class of 84. And I just want to let the world know that the Fur Crowns, they were more than just friends. They were more than just an advisor. At times, they were more than just mom and dad. They were just two people who, they were just another brick in the road for me to get to where I'm at now. I don't know how I would have made it through Edinburgh without them. I just feel there's a special place in heaven for them. Love them. And I mean, love doesn't even express how I really feel about them, because I don't even understand all that I feel about them. But, hey, love them. May they be blessed with all of God's blessings, and that's it.
It's the talk of the town, Soul Talk Radio 88.9. I'm DJ Silky Shoes, and this concludes our show. We thank you for your listening-ship, and we thank you for just being around and supporting us and all that good stuff. But remember, this is all about supporting the homecoming in October 4th, 5th, and 6th. Make sure you get your registration in and your hotel reservations in. All right? Until next week, it's the talk of the town on Soul Talk 88.9.
Yeah, I've already made my reservations for homecoming. I'm actually staying at a bed and breakfast.
Soul Flight 88.